Okay, me again. So anyway, it's Nutsert day. Get these Nutserts done. Got this noisy little predator in here. Notice I said predator. You put your finger in there, he will bite. Hence predator. So basically I've got this one to do, this one to do, and I've got two to hold the battery up in there and be good to go. But yeah, so that's what I finished off last time doing the sealer. Honest to God, I forgot to record when I was doing that bit, but there you go. So the sealer's in, up in there, all nice and tidy. And I told you that my cables, two cables I'm not using. So what I've done is taped them up, waterproofed them, and they're all cable tied right down and tight in there. And I do that so if I change my mind about something later, I can always use them if I need to. Just a matter of cut the cable ties, get the tape off, and away you go. So yeah, so anyway, so all you need is yourself a Nutsert kit, which is what I got here. And like I said, using the 6Nm torque again, but I won't actually torque these bolts down once they're in, because obviously I've got to get this stuff to put on, but I don't want to put none of that on till I've done the forks, which will be in my next video. So anyway, let's crack on and I'll show you how I do them. So simple enough here. I've got myself set up. I'm using the same size all around the bike, which I think is 5mm, I think. But basically it's just a matter of put that in there. I'm going to come around the other side because it'll give me more room. Now this is what I was thinking, that this might be slightly in the way. Just move it slightly. I'll do that one first. So one press down, and that's it. Simple as that. Screw them out. I'm going to give myself a lot of room there by the wheel. Hopefully I've got enough room just to get out. There you go. So there's one done. Get the next nut on. But yeah, it's nice to use the proper kit really. I have seen people use actual self-tappers, just drill a hole and whack a self-tapper through. But I don't like that idea, it just looks messy, I think. Yeah, that's my opinion of it. Better to use the proper kit, but there you go. That's those two done. And that is how easy it is. It's like this. This up here now is absolutely solid, the motor. So I'm gonna flip the bike up the other way and do these ones now. Ooh. I'm trying to be a bit careful because I don't want to catch my cables. I'll use the stand and get it up there so you can see what I'm actually doing here. There you go. Right, the camera's positioned. Show these other two. So again, you just spin them on with your hand. You'll see what I mean about the different sizes and there's different drill bits. I think I use a 7.5mm for drilling these holes out. But there's all different sizes in the box. So it's totally up to you what you do. So there you go. Keep them up tight. One press. And that's it. Simple, isn't it? The next one is going to be really hard because he's quite high up the frame, and I don't know if the piece of kit is actually going to fit in there to do that one, to be fair. Oh, that's going to be tight coming out, really tight. Let's see. To be fair, I didn't even think of that when I drilled that hole, so should be interesting, or not, but hopefully I can get it in, and that will hold the actual battery compartment on then. There you go. And done it look tidier with all the cable inside. So hold it on flush again, one pull down, and there you go. That's it, nice and tight. Try and keep him in a bit, because he's going to get really close to the thing before I come out with it. So if I can keep a bit of pressure on the handle, it'll just make it that much better. But there you go. They're out. I'll push these in, but I'm only going to do them hand tight, because there's no point in me doing them up proper tight. Not yet. Not till I actually put the battery on. There you go, that'll do me for now. I'm only putting them in because I don't want to have to go finding them at a later date. There you go. I'll put the two bottom ones in as well, like I say, so I don't have to go finding them later. This is the bottom ones are for the usual mud guard I use on my fat bikes. So I set it up, it's a splash guard for me to stop it all coming up through this way, and it protects the battery as well. So I set them up pretty much perfect for, you know, for both ways. I'm not really happy with this one, so I'm just going to undo and see if I've got him straight. I think I have. I don't know, because he's... I've cut these bolts, so it could be why they're a bit funny. Yeah, that one's a bit strange. And I don't want to go in strange, because if you strip the thread, you basically, everything you just done, you defeated. I mean, they're easy. If you bugger them up, don't worry. I've took out loads of these, and I've took out originals. The originals are exactly the same as what we're fitting here. They're absolutely no different. Right. Oh, that's better. That's better. That'll do. I'll leave that like that now for now. But yeah, so the bike's coming on quite well now. I think it'll be long before it's ready to ride. I'm just still waiting for a few little bits for it. So yeah, it's coming on quite handsome, to be fair. Quite pleased with it. So when the battery thing's on here, this will come in nice and tight to about there. So what I'll do is I'll probably do my join here somewhere, like I have on all my other bikes, which don't give me a lot of room to do the soldering job on it, but I'll get it done. So that'll go there like that, so all that wastage will be cut off. I won't fold it around. Some people wrap it round and mess about. I don't mess with that. I'll just cut it off. This one is for the back oh, I forgot what you call it. I've forgotten the name of it, but for your cadence. So that one will sort that out. And that's the only two cables I actually use from the back of there. Like I say, the main harness is gone right up through the frame here and comes out up here, as you can see. And I got the one for the main power, I got the one for the throttle, and I've got one for the braking thing. The reason I only put one in, like the other one is tucked up underneath, all taped into the frame. I only bring one out because the only thing I ever connect to it is the gear change one. I find that I get on all right with it without the brake ones, so I never fit them. And if I wanted to change anything, I can always put a Y splitter in there anyway, so it doesn't make no difference. But yeah, so really happy with it. I mean, it's coming on quite nice now. Do you like the gold wheels? Not the front one. The front one's not staying. That's only there temporary. My front wheel is exactly like this at the minute. I just got to get the proper forks in. And yeah, so I got a set of inverted forks, as you know. Seen it in a previous video. I'll get them fitted on it, and yeah, and you'll see the pair of the wheels together then. But yeah, so she's coming on. She's looking quite good. And I might actually leave this XLC suspension in, because to be honest, it don't feel too bad, but I need to give it a ride, a proper ride, and then see if I'm going to keep that part. But yeah, so she's coming on. As you can see, the motor's up nice and high, and I think the bowfang is nearly level, or once the front forks go on, he will definitely be level, because I think the front forks bring it up a little bit, because they've got a bit of a height about them. So yeah, should be looking good. Anyway, click like, please share the videos to your friends and stuff, and make sure you subscribe. Anyway, catch you again from me and my hound. I'll see you next time. Stay safe out there and get out and ride.